what are the first steps someone should take when they want to start building a brand on Amazon?
So I love brand building because, there's only so much you can do if you're trying to drop ship or do retail arbitrage, right? Like you're constantly sourcing product and you're pushing one thing to another. The nice thing about brand building is that you get to own it, right? You get to own the whole enchilada, the whole vertical. And so when I recommend people when they first get started is to ignore all of the data, ignore all of the experts, and instead do this one basic thing. And obviously I'm an expert telling you to do this thing, so you can ignore that too if you want. But do this one basic thing, and that is to stick to what you understand. Simple, right?
That's a very good point.
Yeah, for example, I was a competitive chess player growing up. I have played in the US Open, the Nationals. I have been in so many chess tournaments I can't even count. I taught in elementary schools in Utah. I taught at over 100 physical locations. I've had 1,000 students. I'm a chess player. I've even beaten the CEO of chess.com
Really?
last week. So if I were to sell chess sets, can you imagine being my competitor trying to compete against me? You wouldn't have a chance. And I don't sell chess sets. It's too commoditized, and Queen's Gambit has gone and whatever. But the point of this is I would have a huge advantage. Now, imagine if I tried to sell dental floss. I'm not a dentist. Now, I may use floss, and I even have some floss on my desk right here. But if I was competing against a hygienist who could tell me the difference between Glide and the ropey kind that gets stuck in your teeth and bamboo floss, I would have no idea what the difference between those three things are. But a dental hygienist would, and they wouldn't even have to Google it. We could talk about example after example, why a chemist would do better at supplements, why an MMA fighter would do better at supplements versus me, an uncompetitive guy who's done jiu-jitsu 12 times that doesn't know anything about chemistry. But if you stick to what you understand, that's a moat. I've ran an agency for 6.5 years. I've been selling on Amazon for like 13 years. That's a moat. If you listening to this are a blue collar worker who works on HVACs and you want to sell on Amazon, you could pick a tool to sell to HVAC workers, and you would have a huge edge because you'd be the customer avatar. You could even take pictures of yourself installing things using your tool. You would know exactly what to say. Wouldn't be hard at all for you. So stick to what you understand. That's the tip I'll give on today's podcast.